So, you know how in movies revenge is usually proportional? Someone kills your friend, you kill them back, justice is served, roll credits. Yeah, the Vikings didn't do it that way. If you wronged someone, their family had the obligation to get revenge. An eye for an eye made sense to them, except sometimes they took the whole face and the body, and everyone standing nearby. Today we're talking about Viking revenge that went so far beyond reasonable that even other Vikings were like, okay, maybe we overdid it. It's 867 AD, Northumbria, England. There's a Viking named Ragnar Lothbrok. The stories say he invaded England. He got captured by King Ælla of Northumbria. He's captured a famous Viking raider. He can't just execute him normally. That's not humiliating enough. So Ælla throws Ragnar into a pit of snakes. Ragnar dies slowly, painfully, bitten to death by vipers. If this were a normal medieval story, Ragnar's sons would raise an army, kill Ælla in battle, and that would be that. Clean, proportional. But Ragnar's sons, Ivar the Boneless, Björn Ironside, Hvitserk, and Sigurd Snake in the Eye, are Vikings, and they're absolutely furious. They gather an army, they invade Northumbria, they capture Ælla himself, and now they've got a choice, quick execution or something that sends a message. They choose the blood eagle. They carved the shape of an eagle into Ælla's back, they broke his ribs, they pulled his lungs out through the wound, they spread them like wings. They may have done this while he was still alive. This is one of the most horrific execution methods ever conceived. The sagas describe this in graphic detail. This isn't presented as excessive or barbaric. This is presented as righteous vengeance. Modern historians debate whether the blood eagle actually happened. Some argue it's too elaborate, too theatrical, too medically difficult to perform. What we know for sure is that the story was told and retold in Viking culture. Vikings believed it happened, and they believed it was appropriate. That's the terrifying part. This wasn't overdoing it. You killed our father with snakes. We're turning you into an art project. Fair trade. It's 1011 AD, Iceland. There's this guy named Njál Torgerson. He's a chieftain who's really good at legal disputes. Known for being wise, peaceful, Njál's got neighbors. One of them is Murder Valgardsson. Murder hates Njál's family for petty reasons, insults, legal disputes, land conflicts, except this is Iceland in the Viking Age. Murder builds a coalition. Eventually he gets enough people angry that they decide to attack. It's winter. A group of men surround Njál's farmhouse. They offer Njál a chance to leave. Just walk out, let us kill your sons. Njál refuses. He's got his wife, his sons, his grandchildren. Everyone's in the house. If his family dies, he dies with them. Also a terrible tactical decision. They burn the house down, they pile wood around the farmhouse, they set it on fire, they stand outside with weapons to make sure nobody escapes. Inside, Njál's family is burning alive. People trying to escape through flames get cut down. Njál and his wife lie down together under oxhide, choosing to die from smoke. The attackers burn the entire household. Men, women, children, servants. It's not a battle, it's a massacre. But this isn't the end. Njál's son-in-law, Kari, survives. He escapes the burning house, and Kari decides everyone involved is going to die. Kari spends years tracking down every single person who participated. He kills them, sometimes in duels, sometimes in ambushes, sometimes he just walks up and stabs them. The saga lists his kills. Guy who held a torch, dead. Guy who suggested burning the house, dead. Guy who just stood there watching, also dead. Iceland's legal system tries to intervene. They offer compensation. Kari refuses. He wants blood, not money. Eventually, after years after Kari is killed, most of the burners, he finally accepts a settlement. Not because he's satisfied, because he's run out of targets. The saga presents this as justice. Njál was good. They burned him alive. Therefore, Kari's revenge was appropriate. It's around 960 AD, Norway. Queen Gunhild, mother of kings, is married to King Eirik Bloodaxe. She's one of the most powerful women in Scandinavia. Then her husband dies, violently, in battle, against Egil Skallagrimsson, a famous Viking poet and warrior. Egil didn't personally kill Eirik, but he fought against him. He mocked him in poetry. In Gunhild's mind, Egil is responsible. She starts a revenge campaign that lasts decades. She sends assassins after Egil. They fail. Egil's hard to kill. She convinces her sons to go after Egil's property. Egil kills some of her sons in response. This escalates. It's a multi-generational war, and it goes on for 40 years. 40 years. Gunhild never gives up. She's committed to this revenge in an obsessive way. Egil eventually dies of old age in his bed after composing poetry about how all his enemies are dead and he's still alive. Gunhild probably died furious that she never got her revenge. 40 years of attempts, multiple sons dead, and Egil dies peacefully of old age. The sagas present this as noble persistence. Gunhild's dedication to avenging her husband is portrayed as admirable, not excessive, just commitment. So here's the pattern. The initial offense is often relatively minor. Ragnar invades England. Njál's family has property dispute. Normal stuff. But in Viking culture, any offense against your honor or family creates a blood debt. That debt doesn't expire. It compounds. You're expected, obligated, to get revenge, and the revenge needs to be memorable. This created a cycle of violence. Someone kills your cousin, you kill their brother, they kill your son, it escalates. Entire families get wiped out over conflicts that started with a disputed cow. Iceland's Althing existed partly to negotiate settlements and prevent blood feuds. They had complicated systems of compensation. You kill someone, pay their family, except it often wasn't closed, because accepting money instead of taking revenge was seen as cowardly, weak, so someone would kill someone anyway. The sagas present this as tragic, but understandable. They're saying revenge creates problems, but what else are you supposed to do? This is why Viking revenge stories are so extreme. Vikings had a cultural framework that turned minor conflicts into existential matters of honor. The Blood Eagle, burning Njál's household, Gunhild's 40-year vendetta. These aren't aberrations. These are the logical endpoints, so those are 3 times Vikings took revenge and overdid it. They turned executions into performance art, they burned entire families, and in their culture this was all considered reasonable.